See, the bottom part it's black and the top it's blue. Well, I already have the model here, pretty ready. Timothy the Ghost Engine. So this is how this model looks in blue. It looks more like toyish than model actually. See, the thing is I had this filament shade in stock, so I decided to give it a try. But actually I need to find another filament that matches or is closer to D199 blue. I think I fixed the stress marks you seen right here before. They're gone. Now I need the I haven't print. I need to go print this right now. The buffer for this darker shade model, and the tabs. This does not have the tabs yet. See, I print the tabs separately. You need to find the weight so they are stronger, they don't break. You need to have stronger tabs. Printed few faces for D199. I already added gray. I don't remember or recall the name of Ages Gray, something like that. So ready to paint. So I'm just gonna make few of these since I like to continue with more models or content, but I think it's looking good. Yeah, I also got the markers today. Okay, hold on. So I try to avoid mention the brands since sometimes they are not good, sometimes are good, even if they are branded, you know. So brand, I need to hold on. I need to first time using this. See how the ink is coming down the tip. Okay. This is laser engraved. I was thinking maybe I could use these markers on these models, but if it doesn't work, I might. Okay, hold on. You know what? I gotta go this way. Yeah, probably. Or maybe I should use. What is this thing? Paintbrush. Maybe paintbrush. But who knows? I don't remember if the frame of this thing is it white or no. But I'm just gonna go ahead and paint the panel black. I'm not good at painting anyways. Well, apparently now that the ink is dripping down, we can get most of this in one pass. I was hesitant. I don't remember if this is the panel that it's it does have white frame, but anyways, I'm going to continue with the center of it painted black. It's getting more details. I mean, it's looking better. It's looking better now. See, I try to avoid showing the process. The entire process is kind of boring sometimes, you know. But it's coming. It's looking a little bit better. Well, that makes a big difference. Now, the problem with the windows, I might not be able with this. Probably I might use paintbrush and it will be better. White. Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to see the white coming out of it, out of the pen, but I think, Okay, I see. It's clearly whiter right there. Excellent. So it is the first time I'm trying this kind of markers. I don't know if the white will drip between the lines. Let's see. Yeah, probably, maybe. See, in this case, we should actually use a clear coat. So I'm making this as a sample only anyways. It's a test. Let's see how this thing looks. Yeah, probably I don't see anything about the ink going between the lines. That's the problem with the filament. But I showed you the other day. This was a bad print right there anyways. That's why it's a prototype. But now I'm printing. See, the problem, I printed this way and the supports kind of give me a problem right in this area. But right now, the first print you're seeing on the first clip, it's actually printed horizontal. Okay, I think it's giving us a little bit better details. Again, I'm not good at painting. That's why I don't do this much. I have a shaky. See right there, the lines are. I mean, the ink is going between the lines. So I made a video. When was that? Okay, let me try this. Hold on. About, I think it was some sort of okay, anyways, I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I don't remember the name of the character. I think it was Bill Ben, a 3D printed shell, and I showcase or demonstrate that we need to add a clear coat of spray paint, so that way the ink, the paint doesn't go between the lines. Okay, I'm gonna spray paint the other side, but so far it's looking good. I mean, it's not bad. Okay, I have applied one coat of spray paint, clear spray paint on this side. Sample right here. As you can see, the ink or paint goes between the lines. Let's see on this side. Hold on, let me see. I think I did not. Okay, there's more ink paint coming out of the marker. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it makes any difference. Oh man, I have a shaky hands. I'm getting old, guys, really old. You see a big difference? Look at that difference. I mean, it's not perfect. I'm not good. Again, I'm not good painter. I'm really bad painting. But you see the difference, guys? With a clear coat of spray paint, we can do a lot of details much better than without it. Let me see. See this little area. Okay, how about the D199 lettering? See, on this model, I did not sand. I do not sand any models. I might try, but see, the problem is sanding. You have a lot of processing time, and you make a worst finish unless you spend hours or days. So there's no need to sand on these models. Yeah, I've seen that once you start sanding, oh, you're gonna have a nightmare. Okay, there's something nightmare painting. I mean, cleaning between the lines, and there's no reason to sand. Here's what happened: you sand it, you end up painting the entire body again, and see those little lines right there. I mean, those areas, they're gonna give you a hard time. So instead of this, I will recommend you resin shells. They are better if you want to paint. I mean, sanding and then paint. Where's the arrow going? How there? Okay, goes the opposite direction. I cannot even see it. I think it's right there. I think. Yeah, it gives me better results than the other side. Remember, this side does not have a clear coat of spray paint, so the paint from the marker bleeds between the lines, start bleeding that way, this way, and it's not good. In this case, I mean, it still does, but it's less. I mean, you need to take a look really close to see the bleeding on this marker. I think it's looking good. This is the second pass on this. Let me see, cannot focus on this shell. Look from the distance. Wow, big, huge difference. No spray paint, spray paint. Okay, now I painted the panels, and definitely huge difference on this other side. I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint this with a paintbrush, or let me see. I'm gonna try anyways. This is a prototype. So here's what I actually do. Before I used to cut in an angle that tip, so we get better reach on those areas. There, I did it. I chopped that tip. See that angle? Oh yeah, that's beautiful. So let's give it a try. I don't know if it's. I hope it doesn't spill to the sides or to the lines. Let me see. Yeah, beauty. It looks like it might work. I'm trying to go around the window first, and then the center. Let me see. All right, so we get the notification that this print was done. The first you saw in the first clip. So we decided to go ahead, and so we don't have to paint the bottom part. We printed in two colors, so the black and blue on top, and it looks really good actually. So in this case, since we are doing some research, finding the best options to print. See this failure part right here? That's why I decided to go ahead and print this horizontal. This was a 45-degree angle, layer lines, see right there. In this case, you don't see those layer lines. They do make a huge difference. Like I say, that was a prototype. Where's the front? Okay, here's the front right here. This part also goes glued. You can remove them. Look at this, beautiful. I do a lot of testing, so just to make sure our models work as they should. Perfect. Now I might have to adjust the the slot where the switch. See this right here? We still have a lot. I mean, it's too far, but we need to area space so we can put our finger on and tune it off. This side we use the fingernail. Maybe no, I wanted to slide the whole thing this way, but it will not look in the end. So maybe I'm just gonna leave it like that. So maybe shorten this gap. Maybe we just close it right there. That's why we don't glue these parts yet. Prototyping. Yeah, probably, but we still have to leave that gap right here. So far, yeah, it's looking good. So this will be the oriented way to do the printing for this model from now on. I'm no longer gonna print. See, we have problems with the supports. Even though I'm using a brand new printer, but we got, actually we made a showcase. This is how it should. Where's my white marker? Hold up, I'm using automatic settings on my camera, so it's flickering. I always like to work with manual settings. There, it looks a little bit better. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Again, I am not good at painting. I'm really bad at painting. So, in conclusion, markers are good. But one tip I will tell you is, if you're about to paint these details, and I'm talking about panel sections, see, this is resin, is huge difference, but this is filament. If you want to paint the those panel lines inside, you need to trim that tip in an angle so you get all covered. You know what? I'm just gonna do a quick test. I'm gonna make a quick test. Yeah, beautiful. I am not going to show you the whole process on this, but I'm testing real quick. I'm curious. Yeah, looks much better. Remember, no spray paint, not a good idea. Use a clear spray paint, satin. I use satin, but you can use matte on the whole body, and then paint. I wish the windows, cab windows, might not really good look good, but we need to actually yeah, it looks better. Hold on, just wanted to paint the cab still fresh cab windows. It does make a huge difference. It's looking ready, but that will be for this. This was a prototype. This is the one I'm going to be making from now on. Remember, don't do this without the spray paint. You need to do the spray paint first, clear coat, and then it's ready to go. You have a beautiful model. Now the thing is that the most value of this thing is the face. Once the face is painted, it does give you a character. This is just a shell without a soul, so it is important that the face is in the body, so we have a character. Soulless shell, character with soul, even if he's mad or hungry.